talked about The Shining, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to reveal about
yeah.
anything about the substance, but
Mm,
there is a part towards the last act of the film that when I was watching it, and you know exactly what I'm talking about,
yeah,
I felt reminded of The Shining.
yeah.
It
Well,
it's
it's
the editing,
like
the production design,
yeah,
everything.
yeah. There is lots all this long corridor, and so there is lots of things that. But for example, there is some movies like Coralie told me, those one are reference, or like Requiem for a Dream, for example,
Yes,
or
yes.
Black Swan, or I don't, or the Thing, but maybe more The Fly from Cronenberg and those. But The Shining, she didn't talk about it. But when the movie was over, it was so obvious, like some shot really looked the same, and I think for her, yeah, maybe a little bit like me, she was so impressed by all those 70s, 80s movie. And it's, I don't know how you say in English, an homage. I don't know. Uh, but I think it's it's so obvious that she doesn't want to hide it. She wants to. Uh, it's her way to say I love this movie. And what is nice about this, I think the young generation, the young people, when they maybe they don't know those old movies, The Shining, or I don't know, but like we speak about it, and on TikTok they see some on different social media, and maybe after they say, oh, I want to see The Shining, I want to see this movie because of that reason. So maybe it's a nice thing.
Yeah, and again, I actually thought of Requiem for a Dream, like the whole thing about injecting and cutting,
Yeah,
between it had that vibe to it,
yeah,
and the sound design was impeccable. It was amazing. I think sound design really made the
yeah,
film. Also the music, of course. Um,
yeah, sure.
what were Was there a specific sequence that you guys had a trouble because it's a very tight film, right? It's like very focused on what Dennis Quaid, who is amazing.
Yeah.
He's like the probably the best character in the film in my view, and Demi Moore in her younger
And
version.
it was not supposed to be Dennis Quaid at the
Oh,
beginning. Yeah, it was supposed to be Ray Liotta. He died just
really?
before. Yeah, and he died. So after we had Dennis Scott, which was a very good choice as well. But I wonder if it would have been Ray Liotta. I think the movie would have been a bit more darker and a bit more. I don't know. He would have played a different kind of a producer and character, maybe.
But it's interesting you mentioned Ray Liotta
Yeah,
because I've never seen Dennis Quaid perform like that, right?
yeah.
But Ray Liotta has done performances like that. So I wonder if the character was written with Ray Liotta in mind, and Dennis Quaid just, obviously made it his own, but at the same time,
Maybe get this. I don't know, but I wonder if Dennis Quaid went more in kind of a comedy and things like this. I mean, a bit really over the top, and
yeah,
it becomes a bit funny. But I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, it's his, and even like I'm trying to get to talk to the production designers, the DP, because of cinematography and those
yeah, it's amazing.
wide frame, like wide angle
Yeah,
lens, but like really close. Like it really
yeah,
adds so much to the character.
yeah. That's
Um,
true.
what was one of the most
I mean,
challenging? Sorry, go on.
sequence. I know you asked me before what was the most challenging sequence. Oh, no, that was
Yes,
the question. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Uh, I would say that lots of sequences were very challenging. As you said, for example, the Walk of Fame was not easy to cut because at the beginning, Coralie wanted to that there is no cut at all in this sequence, and now we managed to have the I don't know maybe the name of Demi Moore and some black title, so it helps to shorten the thing. But at the beginning, she wanted to. There is nothing. So it's just the born of the Walk of Fame, the born of her star. So the guy builds the star, and it's all this thing. And after she became a star, and after, as you said, she goes down and everything. But the length of this was 5 6 minutes or something like that. It was very
Yeah.
difficult to make it shorter. So we had lots of issue about this kind of thing because she has been shooting a lot, like for 6 months, about more than 300 hours, amounting to more than 300 hours. So lots of the rough cut was about 4 hours, and there was like 220 sequences. Even the script was very long. So and she wanted to keep everything. So we had to find a way to make it more tight and to keep more or less everything. But I would say maybe the most difficult one was when Monstro is in the theater and they speak. So I don't want to say too much
Yeah.
if people didn't see the movie. But
Yep.
this one was 1 week of filming and like a 4 camera and even the Monstro sometimes didn't work very good, with the prosthetic. And well, now it looks perfect, but we had to choose the best shot because some of them were not looking not that great, and it was not exactly written like this in the script. It was so all this thing was a bit of kind of a big mess we have to put in place and try to order. And even now, but the good thing is she wanted something like this strong and rock and roll and. But for me, it's not my favorite sequence. For me, my favorite one is when Elizabeth put on makeup, tries to go to her date, and at the beginning she's kind of very happy about it and excited, and each time she tried to go out, she sees Sue's poster and the perfect body, and after so I mean, you see, the sequence I'm talking about.
Yep.
But
Yep.
this one I did was not easy to edit as well because it was we have to find the perfect rhythm and everything. But for me, that's like this sequence was very moving, and even before she's in the bathroom, try to give a call to the guy, and I did enjoy this sequence. For me, did like it.
Yeah, and that's the gist of that whole sequence that you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
That's that sequence itself. Let's put the movie aside, which is
yeah, yeah,
great, by the way. It reflects today's society in such a
mm,
clear way because I mean you look at social and forget even about like anti-aging, right? Like just in
yeah,
general, people look at other people's social media accounts and they're
mm,
like, well, he or she has this, I need to, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing.
yeah,
And and it was so it was just done so beautifully and obviously creatively with different, angles of approaching it
yeah,
that you could relate to it. And also prosthetics. I thought if the prosthetics were CGI,
yeah,
it wouldn't have worked. I just thought the prosthetics really,
yeah.
really made the film as it is.
Yeah, this has had a big value, and also Elizabeth's apartment supposed to be located in LA. It's not green screen. It's not LED. They use a very old technique, like they projected a big picture of LA, 30 meters from on 20, like sorry, with a big distance, and it works very good. But every effect, there is not at all CGI, no CGI, no. But that's because she loves Carpenter's movie, she loves all Cronenberg, all those old movie, and
Yeah.
so she wanted to keep in this style, and it has to be. And as an editor, it's much more convenient to work like this because when you work with green screen and all these things, it's very
Yeah.
hard to find the thing. And I guess for the actress, it was better as well.